Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. This evening, Kenyans are shocked. In November, about 2 months ago, William Ruto's government announced that no government meetings will be held in five-star hotels, but instead, those meetings will be held in boardroom of government offices. That was in November. And the aim of that was for the government to cut on their expenditure, on costs. Let me read for you the story as captured at that time in November. Standard Digital. The government has banned the holding of meetings and conferences by state officials in five-star hotels. The National Treasury says all official meetings should going forward be held in boardrooms of government offices and departments. That was in November, about 2 months ago. And we were told that that was for the government to cut costs. You know, William Ruto is saying his government is trying to save money. Today, this evening, about 1 hour ago, William Ruto had this to say. William Samoei Ruto, ongoing cabinet retreat at the Fairmont Mount Kenya Safari Club, Nyeri County. And you are seeing faces there of government officials happy, laughing, and enjoying themselves. Yes. So William Ruto's government has taken a U-turn from what they told Kenyans in November. In this video, as usual, I want us to dissect that to see exactly what it means politically. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support our channel, because some have been asking for my number, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Channel will send your support to the number. Let's dig deep into the analysis. Yes. Ruto's government has removed all subsidies. Fuel subsidies on unga, on school fee, almost all subsidies that were existing before William Ruto's government came to power. Ruto has removed all of them. And even some economic stimulus. We have also seen some being removed. Kazi kwa vijana, rather kazi mtani, has been done away with. At the same time, William Ruto's government has borrowed 1 trillion. In the 100 days, it has been in power. And we were told the subsidies were being removed for the government to save, for the government not to depend on borrowing. And we were told so many things that the government had put in place to make sure it saves. One being not holding meetings in five-star hotels. William Ruto himself today, this evening, has confirmed they are holding a meeting in a five-star hotel. Yes. So Ruto has been lying to Kenyans. It's not even about saving. William Ruto has been deliberately punishing Kenyans. So Kenyans should not think or expect that the government's intention is to save to make their lives better in future. This is a government clearly punishing Kenyans. It has got nothing to do with savings. That's something coming out very, very clearly. And now this meeting of today exposes William Ruto as a lying president. And it goes on to an extreme length of exposing William Ruto and his team as very clueless. They are talking things they don't understand. And right from the beginning, I questioned William Ruto's strategy, trying to say they are trying to save money, while at the same time, Ruto is increasing the size of his government. Because we have seen government departments have been increased. They are now more than they were in Uhuru Kenyatta's government. And we have even seen William Ruto has got the intention, or rather he had the intention before the court stopped it. Though they still have that intention of even creating more positions of CAS. So you are seeing this is clearly a government that is not even interested in saving. How will you save while at the same time you are increasing the government's expenditure? According to William Ruto's model of saving, he must actually sit on the poor masses for the government to save. I'm seeing a very clear possibility and a strategy by William Ruto's government where he wants the ruling class, the dynasties, to be comfortable. And their comfort should be sustained by the poor hustlers, the poor majority. And even yesterday, when William Ruto was being hosted in a live televised interview, he made it very clear and he kept on stressing on taxing Kenyans, that they'll do everything possible to make sure that Kenyans who can be taxed are taxed. So William Ruto's main strategy of making sure his government saves is through taxing Kenyans, not even the government itself managing its expenditure. In the long run, ladies and gentlemen, this is a zero-sum game. Kenyans are going to be milked dry, and the dynasties, the ruling class, are actually going to fatten their pockets. So Kenyans are going to remain poor as the ruling class grows rich. And I'm saying that again because for a government to save, it's not even about taxing his or her people. According to Auditor General's report, and this is something I keep repeating here, Kenya loses about a third of its annual budget to corruption. Last year, we had a budget of about 3 trillion. Out of that 3 trillion, according to Auditor General's report, 1 trillion has disappeared into men and women's pockets. And those men and women are in government. Look at the caliber of individuals William Ruto has nominated and appointed in his government. In fact, some individuals who were sacked in Uhuru Kenyatta's government because of corruption have been reappointed in William Ruto's government. And some had their corruption cases even dropped for them to serve in this government. Rigathi Gachagua himself, Asset Recovery Agency took Rigathi to court. The High Court agreed with Asset Recovery Agency and ordered Rigathi to forfeit 200 million to the state. Asset Recovery has made a U-turn and now they want the money to be returned to Rigathi. And also we have seen a case of about 7 billion shillings against Rigathi also being dropped. So we are seeing clearly a government that is not interested in creating revenue, not interested in saving. But we are seeing a government that is very much interested in taxing its people. Tax in anything you can for the ruling class to be comfortable, for the ruling class to fatten their pockets. That's exactly what is happening here. So Kenyans should and must wake up. Kenyans should and must wake up. And I'm saying this without taking sides at all. This is a government that is going to milk Kenyans dry. At the end of it all, a good majority of Kenyans, the so-called hustlers, will remain poor, not even remain poor. They will grow poorer than they were in the first place. The ruling class are going to be rich and richer. In fact, they are going to be richer than they were before they started serving in this government. This is another doublespeak by the president, saying something today, tomorrow you are seeing completely a different thing. And I believe that's why Kenyans no longer trust the president. Kenyans do not trust William Ruto. A good majority of Kenyans do not trust William Samoei Ruto. In our next analysis, I'm working on the by-elections where in Elgeyo Marakwet, it's almost certain Oda's candidate is being given a humiliating defeat, going by the kind of results we have so far received. But we are still waiting to see exactly who will emerge the winner. About 2 days ago, we did a detailed analysis here where we exposed on how Kipchumba Murkomen was literally chased away from Elgeyo Marakwet as he was campaigning for Oda senatorial candidate. In fact, the people told him, akwende na huyo Ruto wake. In our next analysis, or in our next videos, we are working on that. Stay tuned by subscribing. Make sure you support us through the number of pinned on the comment section. Channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis.